More items in the mail, plus a look ahead at what's next for the little experiment. Good Thursday evening to you, YouTube. It is 7:12 now. Back with you once again on this, like I said, Thursday evening. I thought Kylie was coming back today, but she said she wouldn't be back till tomorrow, so it's no problem with that. I just thought she was going to be here, so it's no big deal. I have, as you all know, I have been messing with this radio. Turned into a transmitter, now back to a radio. So that's what I have been doing. I have made some command decisions concerning that project. What I have decided is, after the last one where I wasn't really getting much of any kind of reception, I think those IF transformers are backwards. I really do think that. I don't. Obviously, if logic says that if you take apart a radio that works before you took it apart and put it back together the same way as it was, it should work the same. That's what logic says. Obviously, this one didn't, and it did improve when I adjusted those IF transformers. So that leads me to believe that I installed them backwards. So apparently it does make a difference. So I don't think they're backwards as far as the primary and secondaries are concerned, but I think they're backwards as swapped, places. In other words, the second is the first is the second. So I think what I'm going to do is change those around. And in the process, I also have the tube that's in the middle, the 12BA6. When I went to put that socket back in, there was a pin missing. I thought number 2 was not used, but apparently number 2 is used for, it's connected to pin 7, I think it was. Don't quote me on that. But it was connected to another pin, and it was done on the inside of the tube layout, and it didn't show up on the board on the outside, and that's what I was looking for. I just thought there was no connection to it. And so, but in the meantime, when I did find that out, I hooked a wire to it, just basically tacked a wire to the pin of the tube, which is not the proper way to do it, let me tell you that. Up front, it's not, but I did it just to test it. So what I'm going to do is, like I said before, I have the extra tube socket that I bought from China, and that will go in there nicely, and I'm going to replace that also. So that's two things I got to do to this before I even test it again. So I'm not going to do all that on camera, don't want to bore you. Like I said, once I get all that done, I will bring you back, and we'll go through it again and see if we can get any better results. Obviously, I'm going to have to readjust those transformers. I have transformers because I did do a lot of adjustment on them, but that's not a problem. We will, like I said, use the AVC method next time around to see if we can watch it. I didn't even have a meter on at that time when I did it. I just listened to it. You can listen to the sound and do it that way if you want. I mean, a lot of people do that. They don't even use a meter. But anywho, that's just what's going to happen. Now, also in the mail today, I have 2 items that arrived. First one's that one. Second one's that one. So now you know what arrived in the mail. Okay, no, this is from Altronics, which is I got it on eBay. But these are the, I think there's 5 of them in there, the little variable caps. I think these are the 9 to 90 picofarad caps, and I'm going to use one of these on the AM transmitter that Bob built, Bob designed, I should say. I built it, but he built one also, and I'm going to do that, and we're going to see if that makes a big difference in our I still have my antenna up, by the way, right there, so I will get that back hooked up like it's supposed to be, and take care of that. But anyway, that's what those are, and we'll get to that one day. I've been making way too many videos here or something. I don't know exactly what this is. This is the 6-volt wall wart that I bought. Now this is going to be used with the 5284 heat kit, and that will be part of that power supply when the rest of those items arrive. Those are coming from China, so they're going to take a little longer, obviously. There's the converter board, or down, up, step up, whatever it was. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it takes the 6 volts and makes two 9-volt supplies, a plus and minus 9-volt supplies that will be used for that meter, and that will work out good, I think. I also have a couple jacks coming that will make our installation a little bit easier, and I can plug and unplug it at random. I have been thinking a lot about where am I going to put that, and I'm looking over here at where my fluke is sitting, and I think there may be enough room over there to put both of those meters at the same spot. Obviously they can't occupy the same space at the same time, but what I'm thinking is put the IM5284 on the bottom and put the fluke on top, and I'll have to turn the handle a different way, obviously, because it can't be up like it is now. And that will allow me to, it's sitting over there with Velcro on the bottom, and it's easy enough to peel that off and stick it somewhere else, so I'll be doing that. And I'll stick the 5284 down also, and that way I will have both meters available, and they also will be in a, if I need screenshots or video shots of them, they'll be in the same spot, make it a little bit easier to film. So I have to think about these things, when you're a video expert like me. That's funny. Let me open these packages up, and we'll take a look at what we got. I had to kind of laugh at Bill. He was glad that I went back to this camera here when I was using that little cheap Chinese camera that had the hum bars in it. Now, Bill has complained in the past about this camera because it does a little hunting when it's focusing and when it's not focusing and things like that. And so I thought it was funny that he was glad that I went back to it. Just teasing you, Bill. We tease each other, This is the adapter, wall wart, whatever you want to call it. And there it is. You even got a little pilot light on it. Ain't that nice? Now this is a 6-volt at 1 amp maximum. And it does have the center is positive and the outer shield is negative, and I think that's good. I'll have to remember that when I hook that up, but I think that's the way most of them are. But that will come in handy for our little project, I'm sure. Another box that we don't need, but I'll probably save anyway, because I save everything. I am a pack rat. Now these were a little surprising when I opened it up, because I didn't think they were this small. But apparently they are. So these are the 9 to 90 picofarad adjustable or variable caps, whatever you want to call them. There's a very difficult to see, but there is a screw hole or a screw in there, so they can be adjusted. So there are 5 of them. I know I don't need 5, but always use extra ones. So here's the say 9 to 90 picofarad. So Bob says that should be sufficient, and we will find out. I'm hoping that I don't have something else wired wrong in that. I may rewire that. I don't like the way I did it. It's kind of like this radio that I'm working on. The one I put back as a radio. I didn't like a lot of the things I did. Now some of the things were good. This is the volume control was put back all with the wires that came off of it, so that was good. The switch wires were already there. I like this part. I'm going to take and put some shrink wrap around these terminals here, and this will be run over to the speaker. They're just clip leaded on now, but so that will be taken care of. This It took me a while to figure this out, but this is it goes to that, and that goes to pin 7. And I didn't understand how that worked because I traced it out on the schematic, and then I traced it out on the circuit board, and it didn't appear to be going to the same place. But I did it with the ohm meter, and you know, that point right there is directly connected to pin 7 of that 12BE6 right there. So that is the way it works. Now the other end of this loop stick goes down there to the circuit board and goes through the circuit board, as a matter of fact, to a trace, and that trace is connected to the I don't really know what you call these, the base, the frame, I guess is a good word, frame of the tuning capacitor. And so it does connect across the tuning capacitor because that's the way it's connected. So that is correct. And so I found that out. Now when I use the ABC on this, let's take this off, you can see a little bit better. This is the 2.2 megabyte, got too much on my mind. 2.2 mega ohm resistor, that's the ABC resistor. Now this is the side that connects to the high side of the volume control, and this is the side that goes to that. And so you can connect it here, or you can connect it here, and the other lead of your voltmeter is going to connect to B minus, which I think on this particular radio, if I can get it up here, we'll look at it. I think on this radio is this lead right. Let's see. This lead right here, I think, is B minus, because that's our minus that I marked. But for one thing, I'm pretty sure that's it. So it connects between there and that end of that resistor. That's our ABC voltage. So, and we can look at that on the schematic as well. I did print that up, and I printed two of them up because one of them was a little bit better to look at. I think we can see this one a little bit better. But if we look down here to our maybe I got the wrong one. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. And here's our line from the no, here it is. This is our 2.2 mega ohm right here. This is the high side of the, you guys even see in this note or not? Okay. Alright, this is the high side of the volume control. Goes here. This is our 2.2 mega ohm resistor. Now this is the side I say connects to that frame of the tuning capacitor, and it does. It goes straight down through here, connects right there. Now the other part is, if we look at our ABC capacitor here, right here, we can see that the other part of the measurement is taken right from B minus, which is this heavy line right here. So in other words, we connect here and here, and that's where we'll get our ABC voltage. And that's what we will do once I get everything swapped around on that radio like I want it. I gotta have it like I want, you know what I mean? That's just one of my conditions. So we'll do that next. And like I said, I will probably not film a lot of that. You guys have seen me solder before and unsolder and things like that. So really nothing to see there. I'm doing you a favor. I'm trying not to bore you. So anyway, that's it. So let me get to it. And I probably won't do this tonight because I've got another radio, or not radio. I think this might be the, I don't remember which one's coming up next on the list. But anyway, there's another video at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've got another one, the second one of this that you haven't seen yet at this time, that's going to be shown. But I think by the time this is done, you will have seen it. So I know nothing like that makes any sense, and I'm not making a lot of sense, but you know how I am. I get a little scatterbrained from time to time. So let's let me do that, and like I say, we'll get this done, and next time you see this, it will be all swapped around, and it should be working. No, it won't be working, but we can at least twiddle our IFs a little bit, and hopefully this time it will sound more like a radio. So, alright, stay tuned for that. You guys have a pleasant evening. It is 7:29 now in the evening, and I'm going back to the living room, relax a while, I see what's going on. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See ya.